lovelies, it's your favorite play Doctor, Marinus here. Welcome to some Biscuit Brain. Today we're just going to be talking about how much I love this game and just how fun it is. We're going to be playing the Simulacrum game mode. And yeah, hope you enjoy. We're just going to be talking about the game and have some in the background. I guess to start, since we're here, the music in this game is so good, especially for this game mode. Just a very nice, calming music before we go kill things. Let me get railed on it. That is like loud. Holy crap. Hold on. That was like right in my ear. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I love this game. I guess, well, music topic first. One thing at a time, usually. But the music in this game is so good. From some of the more calming tracks, like the main menu, and obviously certain simulacrums, menu music, to the more, well, combat-related music. Very, electro sounding, and very just nice sounds in general, especially for, like, the boss fights and all that. Should have an example at the end of this, of one of them. But, yeah, I just love the music in this game, and it's just fantastic. This actually, fun fact, is like my favorite indie game, like, ever. I got all the ones I've played, like Soul and Hollow Knight. I just love this so much. And actually right now I'm trying to get all the alternate outfits. Not doing the hardest difficulty one yet, but I'm just gonna do the basic, like, do this and 2 boss fight ones you can get. So I figured for this we'll just do some simulacrum, and makes it a bit easier to talk about the game without having to worry about too much the other stuff. I hate these enemies. I guess speaking of that, I love the enemy designs. I love how all of them feel just so different from one another. Each enemy just does its own thing. From range to these guys who can see buffs, and items. Yes, it's annoying, but it is a fun challenge. And especially the boss fights. The boss fights in this game, out of all, because I think I've done all of them at this point. We've done the 2 for Survivors of the Void. No, but I did the 2 from the other DLCs. And they were a lot of fun. I just did the secret one for the most recent DLC for this. I excited to see what more comes to this game as well when it comes to boss fights. Because they're obviously going to be really good, because they always are. Yeah, like I said, enemies and bosses in this game just feel so good. And yeah. I guess on the topic of one of my favorite things about this game is the gameplay feels amazing. Obviously, I'm a big fan of third-person shooters and action games. Of course, I do enjoy a good cozy game, but we're not talking about the cozy game now, are we? But I just love everything about it, from the gameplay loop to getting as strong as possible, especially if you have some of the artifacts. Because the one that I frequently use is the choose items and, one enemy type per stage. Of course, occasionally we'll turn that one off and just go for whatever. But it's just kind of fun to just modify and see what happens, what enemies you can get. Some runs are easier with certain enemies, some runs become harder with certain enemies. But that's just what I find fun about fighting one enemy type. Is just you get to experience how that enemy type plays. Because you're gonna have so many, it's like, that overwhelming in a bad way. That's like, okay, I have to worry about this guy and then how this moves. At least for me, it's a lot easier to figure out one enemy type. Probably whenever I play against multiple, I can think about their moves better. But that's just for me. I mean, a lot of people probably feel otherwise about that, but for me, that's how it works. For this game, at least. Yeah, the gameplay loop is always fun. Favorite part is, like, unlocking skins and, well, unlocking the characters was so much fun. And I guess to smoothly transition, the character designs in this game are just so cool. Some of the best character designs I've seen for the game. Like, not one really feels like basic or boring. Yeah, it turns down just a bit more. But not one of them feels like boring or basic. They all just have such a unique design. And it's just really cool to unlock. Because each of them, you know, like I said, have a different way to unlock them, and just so much fun. Like I said, I'm excited to see like what the next couple DLCs will bring. Because if we get to, what was it, 3, I think 8 more characters? 8 or 7. That would round out the roster pretty well. But of course, if we got more after that, it would be even better. have a bunch of fuck ton of characters, that'd be great. Yeah, just, like I said, I like how each character plays. You know, all of them feel just so unique. Yeah. I haven't really played a character yet that I haven't liked. You know, sometimes it takes a second to figure out their moves. But that's just every game with like multiple characters. And yeah, I mean, like I guess I should have talked about this in the gameplay section, but I guess back on that, each game, like from the game as I have played, was just standard. And this one, they feel really good to play. Simulacrum has become like my favorite one because I like wave-based game modes. And yeah. And map design too, like every map just feels so vibrant and really cool. Kind of funny I said that because we're on a snow map, but whatever. Like every map feels so unique, and I haven't really played a map that I haven't liked. I've liked every single one so far from the ones I have seen from the DLC, because I literally just got the DLC like the other day. But yeah, no, I love everything about this game. Like I said, from music to characters to bosses to the difficulty and all that, you know, always feels fair, but never too never too fair, but never unfair. If that makes sense. Like I said, I'm excited to see what the developers bring for the next couple DLCs, as we know we're getting more at some point. Like I said, it looks like there's enough room to have like another DLC with 3 characters, and then a DLC after that with another 3. Which would kind of, you know, make the roster, like, complete in that respect. But if they wanted to do more, I wouldn't complain about it. Saying. Because can never have too much risk of rain in your life. Yeah, I mean, I don't have, like, a ton of hours in this game, because of how my autism works. I get hyperfixated on other games, so that's why you won't see me have crazy amount of hours, unless it's For Honor. That game always drags me back. Or Monster Hunter's another one. Not as much as For Honor, because I've been playing that game since, like, what, 2016? Around there. But that's besides the point. I mean, I guess when we play this Master Risk of Rain, those hours are going to go up pretty easily. Yeah, I mean, for me, I haven't really found something about the game that I hate. Of course, there's some annoyances, but like some enemies I just absolutely hate fighting, like, what is his name? Where is he? Ah, yes, this prick. Don't like him. Amount of runs I just died from him. But he's still a cool design nonetheless. I mean, just back to enemy designs, they all just feel so cool. Kind of like the characters, they all feel unique from one another. With how they fight, with how they feel to fight. Be kind of cool to get like an imp kind of character, kind of these days. Yeah, I mean, I guess to kind of like just to show one other design that I really like. Let's find him. Nope. There. Where are you? Do I have it in here or? No. Ah, there he is. I love this design so much. It is so cool. Love the gold, love the kind of stone on it, and the lighting on it. It's really cool. But like I said, there's not really an enemy I hate, absolutely. More just sometimes they're irritating. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this game is practically perfect for me. Another game that's actually really good is Skulls, but that would be for its own video. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't post past 2 weeks. I realized it was like 2 weeks. Um, Obviously, with a lot of stuff coming up, just not feeling it those past couple weeks. Probably still should have posted something. But hey, I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. And most likely Friday, I will be kicking back up the Monster Hunter series to finally finish that. Because I think we only have like 4 more fights till we finish the base story. Which is all I really want to do, is just kind of do the base story. And if I want to do anything else, I can just kind of come back to it. Because I want to get to Rise. Just to be 100%, I love Rise a lot. But no, so most likely Friday we'll be finishing up the story. Probably not in one video, but yeah, I feel like it. And it's not that I don't want to do the other hunts, it's just it takes a lot of time. I'm still kind of kicking it around in my head. I don't know if I want to do every single hunt for a video, or what I guess I could do is do the hunts that I find most interesting in the end game, which would probably just be Elatrion, Stygian Zinogre, Gungaruga, and Fatalis. Most likely that's what I'll do without having to pressure myself to finish it right away. So, yeah, I haven't even finished Elatrion on my main hunt. That is a tough fight. But most likely we'll kind of like take a break from it after the final like main story hunt, and then whenever I feel like it, I can kick back up with Stygian, Gungaruga, and like I said, Elatrion and Fatalis. So yeah, but after that last hunt, we'll be doing Rise, my favorite Monster Hunter game. But he's back on topic with, Risk of Rain. Even some of the alternate skins feel really good in this game. I don't have them all unlocked because getting the base ones where it's like, hey, beat the game on the hardest difficulty. I've tried on my own. It is very difficult. And sometimes it takes a while to find someone on PlayStation. And someone who's willing to do that. Yeah, trust me, I've had people just leave for no reason. Yes, it's annoying. But it'll be worth it. I want to try and do it on my own for a couple of them, just to kind of get the feeling of it. Yeah, gotta raise my voice a little bit. But no, from the skins I have unlocked from some of doing the boss fights from the DLCs, all are really cool. Don't have them all unlocked, but the ones I do have are really, really cool. Especially the one for the most recent DLC, where it's like, oh, you have to find the secret boss, and then you get like this really cool, like, kind of like 80s synthwave look to it. You ever seen the visuals for like stuff like that? It's kind of like that vibe to it. Or I guess like Tron. It's not like Tron vibes, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this game is amazing, and I like with like Survivors of the Void, with the second character, Old, I think it's like Old Friend or something like that. I think it's that. I like how it's like it has like 2 options: either do Simulacrum or, you know, do the hey, find the same way you would get what's his name? I can't remember, but if you play Risk of Rain, you know what I'm talking about. And actually doing the Simulacrum was a lot easier than doing the other option for me, because it's literally just do this and then you're good for the rest of the run. Because literally just get to wave 50, which, unlike Call of Duty Zombies, is a lot more feasible. A lot easier, for some reason. But, no, I love this game. Like I said, for me, it is the best indie game I have played. Only the second best one would have to be Skulls, and then Hollow Knight. I haven't got to finish Hollow Knight. And then I gotta get, Soak Song. But all 3 of those games are fantastic. Obviously, I don't need to say, like, oh, they deserve more love, because holy crap, Hollow Knight is most popular indie game, and so is this one. The only one I would say that I don't see a lot of people talk about is Skull. Or Skull? Yeah, Skull. That one, if you haven't played it, give it a shot. It's really cute and really fun. But no, I love these games so much, and I haven't actually played the original Risk of Rain. I might at some point, but like I said, I don't think anything's gonna beat Risk of Rain 2. Could you imagine if they did like a Risk of Rain 3? What would that look like? What would Risk of Rain 3 look like? Probably one. I think Risk of Rain is just fine enough to where they don't necessarily need to do another one, but if they did, that would be kind of cool. Like, see how different it would be from this one, and because I don't know how different Risk of Rain 1 is. If anybody's played that, you can tell me like how they differ, aside from the visuals. Or if they're just like kind of similar in that respect of like roguelike. There we go. Keep forgetting to charge this up and then bam. Like so far I think like Bandit and like Railgunner are my two favorites. Like absolutely. But I mean Huntress was like my original like main character until I unlocked the others, but there we go. You know, it's like what I like about Risk of Rain is that we all have our own way of playing this game. Like for me, like I said, I love the artifact system. I don't think I have all of them unlocked. That's my other goal, is to get all the artifacts. Even if I'm not going to necessarily use all of them, it'd be kind of cool to have all of them. Kind of like the skins. So, there we go. It's always helpful. Yeah. Okay, what does this do? Deal bonus damage by break the low health. That will not be happening, so. Let me put that, because that's also helpful. Like I said, every item, like whatever you need, always just feels like, yeah, you know, complements your playstyle and whatever you like to do. Of course, for me, I like high damage and high health, so I can kill things faster and stay alive longer. Especially the gasoline. I love me the gasoline. Okay. There we go. But no, this game is great, and if you have, and for whatever reason you haven't played it, give it a shot. It's amazing. You will most likely fall in love with it. And buy the DLCs; they're not that expensive. They're actually a pretty good price for how much content you give for them too. Like, I think like $15 each. It's not, like I said, not bad for a DLC. No, I mean, like I said, I'm excited to see what comes next for the rest of the DLCs, because just say this game is going to get more content. Even like the Steam blog post or something like that. Either way, I think the characters are going to be cool, as always with this game. Yeah. I was going to say this video. I'll talk more about this later, but I'm just going to say this. I was right about Marvel Rivals this season. I knew they were going to do Devil Dinosaur and Cyclops, maybe not necessarily at the same time, but I said they might do them. So, yeah. There was a couple things I was wrong on, but I'm going to hold that high. Nah. What else can I talk about with this game? Aside from praising it more. I guess that's a quick thing. I want to show off some of these characters. I would say things I don't like, but I can't think of any right now, so... I can't think of any, so here's some character designs. Well, you can't see them, because of how he is, but the little wisps. I love the wisps. They're really cool. Some fantastic enemy design. Didn't even look at this one properly. Kind of creepy looking, kind of like him. He has a dumb face, and I love him. My favorite one is this guy, because he's a little face there, and then a little eyeball. Jellyfish, huh? That guy's actually kind of creepy. Looks like an eyeball. Okay. I guess you could show off some of them, not all of them. Like, this is so cool. Yeah, there's just some amazing... I like this guy. Little dumb little looking dude. But yeah, there's just everything I love about this game. I mean, like I said, there are some enemies that mildly annoy me. Like the wisps. Like when you're just fighting wisps, oh my god. They can be such a pain in the ass. But, you know, you think they've killed me like on solo runs for some reason. Probably because brain can't comprehend shoot up in the air sometimes. But, no, I mean, not really much I could think of that I hate about this game. Nothing that comes to mind. Unlocking characters is challenging and fun. Each run feels fair, especially on the hardest difficulty, but sometimes it's hard to do. The still fills me with dread that I want to do all the skins, so especially for some of the characters that don't have like skins for fighting the other bosses, such as Seeker, who only has a skin for being on the hardest difficulty, but it's worth it. It's like I want to unlock every skin even if I don't necessarily like the looks. It's a completionist thing. You know, just to say I have them. But hey, if they're good, I'm going to, like, I always change out skins whenever I play a game like this. I don't know why my voice gets so low sometimes. But, yeah, I mean, said gameplay loop feels amazing, fun, challenging, and, yeah. Like, I love this map so much. Especially on this. I haven't actually seen it on Simulacrum yet. This looks really cool. Awesome. Anything else we can talk about? How long have we been going for? Okay, like 21 minutes. I think that's good. So, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put like a little clip at the end of me fighting a boss. Because it was really cool, and I want to kind of showcase it. Quick warning, I will put this at the beginning. It does have flashing lights, so if you are photosensitive, might want to hop off here. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my little discussion, cool. Hope, like I said, hope you enjoyed this. Comment what you like about Risk of Rain and what you don't like about Risk of Rain. I like to hear people's thoughts. Keep it civil, keep it respectful, and yeah, anyways, be kind to one another, because there's not enough of that in the world right now. Outside, it's scary. I didn't mean to pick that up. Whoops. But, yeah. Anyways, keep fighting the good fight. I'll see you all next time. Bye now. Oh, yeah, and also fuck guys. Bye!